Hey guys. So, if I'm coming on here with something crazy. So I was sitting here today, as I'm always, and I want you guys to know first that I will be having like podcasts coming out, and it's probably going to be a little different. I'm not sure, but a lot of my podcasts, as y'all know, that I'm usually traveling. Those what my podcast is going to look like. I'm traveling, I'm somewhere, or I'm hiking, or wherever I'm at. That's where I'm at. So that's kind of what my podcast is going to look like. They're never going to look the same. They may look like I'm in a house. They may look like I'm hotel somewhere or wherever. That's just how it's going to look. So, and normally my topics are based around something I experience or something, a gift or belief that God gave me to communicate and talk about. And or it's probably going to be based around just, I don't know, something of related to helping someone or so those want to be my pretty much my podcast videos of my lives, of things I talked about live. So it's going to be called Soulful Thinking Still, but it's going to be podcast live videos. That way, people get an understanding that even though it's a podcast, it's how I'm going to have it coming on as, which lets people know it's a podcast. But then the other part would be me like having someone as a guest and then talking about something. And if they're on there or they're talking about it, it's because they experienced it, or it's because they have a spiritual connection, a real spiritual connection with God, source, high power, you know, is a true experience. So they can speak up in this effect because it happened to them, or a fact that maybe something God gave them to speak of. So yeah, and this topic today and talking about how the podcast is going to look, so it won't be surprising to people. Or this will probably even be a podcast me. But I don't know. I come on here also to speak the truth of things, the truth of what I see, what they show us, and that's why I know with this video is probably not going to be the best video as far as how they feel about what I have to say. Because as you see in my other video, it talked about how I said I don't care. Yeah, well, this one is basically really saying why, because I've learned something about when a person goes nomads, the lifestyle of wanting that, and they just want to live a different lifestyle away from a lot of things and just not be a part of it. And I learned that because of that, and they want it so badly to be in that life of not people, not just completely associating themselves with people, just the things that the world has to offer. They don't want none of that. They want to eat healthier. They want to eat better. And this goes back to the hippies and our ancestors and the bohemian lifestyle. It goes back to that. People want to live the best as they can. But sometimes, the government makes it hard for people. The people that's supposed to have power make it hard for people that just want to live away from all of that and don't want that. Because we already know we coexist in this world. And that's what makes it so hard to get away completely from the things that they offer, especially for nomads. Because it's like you feel like you still have to coexist because you live on this world, you live on this planet, but you don't really want what they have to offer you. And that's why I make these voices, because people should have a choice of how they speak, a choice of where they go, a choice of what they do, a choice of their lifestyle. Just have a choice to say what you want. This is the reason why we have chakras in our body, to keep them aligned. So we making sure we stay to everything those chakras means. All 7 of them, including the extra ones that they have. That's how you know when you at a higher self of who you are. When you believe in all those type of things, that's going to keep you in line with yourself and who you are and who you need to be. And I don't come on here just because I just want to be talking. No, these are things I experience, I feel when I want to share. I share them every day because I should have a choice on how I want my days to be. I should have a choice on who I want to share that with. I should have a choice of who I want to help. I shouldn't have to be programmed the way y'all want me to be programmed. That's not a choice of mine. And it's like I feel like because y'all need us. Y'all need us. Y'all need us to be your puppets. Y'all need us to do little scams. But scamming your own people. We are our people. Why? Why do we have to subject ourselves to those type of things? Especially if we don't want them. That's called choice. And I choose to come on here knowing the possibilities of anything that can go wrong. I choose to. You know why? Because I trust that it's somebody higher than somebody as so much as a person, just like me, or a program, a robot. Those things are programmed. Why would you want to take that from people? You're a person too. It's like someone's programming you, you program them. It just don't stop. It just keeps going. So everybody's just programming everybody. So now they want the ones that's not programmed to be programmed too. And that's unfair. That's why this world is just so divided all the time, because no one is standing up for what they believe. Everyone is just letting everybody divide. And then the cycle never changes and it just never stops. When does it stop? When do people realize that if you got to work so hard to be a scientist and astrologist and all these things, to try to learn all these things, then that must mean that it's not humans. It's somebody actually, existing in the world, in the space, in our bodies, all that. That is important to learn though. But why wouldn't you want that? Why would you want something that's making you sick, causing you all these diseases, giving you all these things, and then not believe it's man-made, or someone affected the world to pollute it enough to damage everything, and then it just don't stop. So now people are sick. The things that's supposed to heal us, we can't enjoy no more. So we become those no-mades and stuff like that. But now y'all want to keep us trapped by offering, we're going to give you this, that, but you got to do this and this and this. And you got to have this and this and this. And it's just like, what? I got to have all this just to live? I don't want it. Why would I want that life? And then for what? I did all my living for all of that and died for what? Nothing. And it's sad because the people out here don't appreciate the simple people like Martin Luther King and all these other people that actually fought for us, risked their lives for us, just like God did, because they had a belief. They believed something higher. They believe that this world is not supposed to be this way. It shouldn't be this hard. They believe that people should be able to get medicine and nature and heal themselves and do whatever it is to feel good. And that's the whole purpose, is to feel good. No, but y'all want us to feel good the way y'all want us to feel good, through y'all medicines and all these things that's just going to kill us. I lived my life. I was born into this earth to have to die for what? For no reason. To not have a choice. So I basically wake up every day and do all these things that the world wants me to do, that the people want me to do, and this and that, because I'm going to stop saying the world, because the world is doing nothing. It's the people that's in it that makes it so bad for the people that want to really actually live, and most people like us is called crazy or something wrong with us, but the sad thing is that we're not. We're not at all. We just do things differently, want to do things differently, want to switch it up a little bit. Just have a choice. Oh, How we wake up every day and how we go to sleep. If we want to wake up every day or not go to sleep and just be up all night and just sleep all day. Like, who decides that? Who decides where we go, what we do, live on land, live naturally? Every day should be a choice. And the people that have the power to change how the universe looks at us and can be better, we can all transcend together. It's not about different religions. It's not about this. It's not about none of that. It's about who you are, who you want to be. What does that look like for you? How does it make you feel? What do you like or don't like about it? I came a long way to get this way. I did. And over time and every single day, I'm learning more and more. He's communicating with me more and more. He's letting me know more and more. He's just sharing so much with me about every little thought I come in my head that's not how it's supposed to be. He lets me know the energy through my body. That's why I say and I teach and I help people with meditation because it's not about money all the time. It's about wanting everybody to thrive and get the same enjoyment out of being happy and stuff as anybody else would. Especially if you're supposed to be for this person, for people. I don't want to be that person. I want to be that person that become too big and they don't acknowledge other people, thoughts, feelings, or whatever. I would never be that person to say, "Oh, you ain't where I'm at. You over there." No, I can never be that person because it took me a lot to get here. And as easy as long as it took me to get here, and when I finally got here, to lose all that I would not want to do because I know there's nothing else left for me but death, and I don't want that in my life. And anybody who chooses that and want that every day they wake up and tell yourself, "All right, if you could lay there and literally say, I'm in control of me today," and be that way all day, then yes, you have a choice. But if you wake up every day and you feel like you gotta go to work and do X, Y, and Z, and I get it. Everyone is out here trying to make it every single day, just trying to do the best they can. It's just trying to live the best way they know how. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna trust and believe the person over here because I can see them. But I don't see nothing over here. I see unknown. I don't know about over here. So I'm not gonna trust that because I can't see it. But as long as you have intuitions, you have feelings, you have that third eye, you know, that's what they say in me when they say, people your parents used to say, like, "Oh, I see you with my third eye, I got three eyes behind my head and all these things." It's because that intuition that God gives to them. As parents, as mother nature, mother earth, mother all that. And that's how you know that God exists. I don't need to read a Bible. I don't need to go to church. I don't need to do all these things to know He exists. He existed in me a long time ago before I was even thought about. So I don't need to see and hear and people preaching and this and that for me to know that He exists. Because I went through a lot of things growing up, and I know enough to know that somebody got me through most of that. I didn't do that by myself at all. But yet I let the unconscious mind and society and everything that's in the keep pulling me and pulling me and pulling me. But then it's this other thing that keeps nudging me. It's like the little devil on you and then the little guy. I don't know. I just learned over time. I had to learn at an early age. And now I want to make sure I stay there. I'm gonna do any and everything in my power to stay there. Whatever it takes. Because I want to know that when I left this world, that I had a choice. I want to know that when I left this world, I went to transcend into a whole nother dimension. I don't want to keep letting history keep repeating itself. I don't want that. I don't want that for my people. I wouldn't want that for nobody. Color, it doesn't matter about color. It doesn't matter about anything. I would not want that for anybody. And I sit here today not questioning God because every time I take a second to even question what He wants me to do, trust me, you pay the consequences. So the fact that He wanted me come over here and I was not fearful. I thought of Him maybe once, like, oh my God, and I was crying, like, you really want me to do this? And He said yes. Even with me talking now, everything He's saying is through Him. Everything I preach is through Him. He allows me to come on here and make these videos without any fear, questions, none of that. Because I know for a reason I was purposely made to be here. When I made those shirts back then, and it was called Purposely Made, even then, I just like He was talking to me then. Unique My Way, that name came from my daughter because me and her could talk like this and she gets it because it doesn't matter the age. It does not matter the age. And I knew when I thought of that name was about her. And then that diverse me. I put my ex backwards because that makes me know that I'm different from everybody else. And I put my clothing brand on hold for a while because I needed to get me together, focus on me, do what makes me happy, not what the world wants me to do. But at the same token, within me doing that, I was writing things that didn't know that I was going to eventually need later on down the line. So yes, I still hold my clothing brand dearly to me because it was a part of me. It was something I created, something I did, something I started. And even though it didn't do the greatest, but it was for a reason. Because I needed to just to listen to God, what He needs me to do, and what else He needs me to do, and what else more He needs me to do, because then that helps me stay in a higher vibration. Even if that meant me removing myself from some situations that you or people may not always understand, but you do it for a reason. You know it's for a reason. And yes, you're going to go through the heartache and the pain and the healing and the struggles, because as you hear me talk, you know that it hurts because God wants me to be this way. And you have to listen to the one that's going to keep you from hurting, struggling, knowing that you're different, fighting the world, trying to make them coincide with you. And then when God is ready, He will send them that way. But right now, He needs for you to be over here doing what He needs you to do. No matter how hard it's going to be, but if you keep not listening and keep going back to certain situations, yes, you're going to keep feeling the hurt and pain. I got them the same way I got you. I'm going to help them. I'm going to get there. I know I want you to help everybody, but you can't until you help yourself. And that is what I have been doing. It's just trying to constantly, every single day I wake up, keep reminding myself the affirmations, keep telling myself this and telling myself that, just constantly, always letting myself know everything I need to know. And that every single day is a lesson, something you're going to learn, something's going to be different, something's going to change. Whether I want you to stay in certain situations for a reason so you can learn from them just a little longer, because it's going to make you stronger for this that I have for you over here. And I'm trying to be patient and listen to those things, and that's why I remind myself that this is why I can't have no one around me, because at the end of the day, I'm allowed to make me forget who and what I'm supposed to be doing, and why I'm supposed to be doing this. And I don't want to hurt no more people. Yes, I do want you with me. I guess I do want you to go with me. But I need to know that we connect that way to be able to go together and bring others with us. So yes, God's going to send me through so many changes right now because I'm still trying to hold on what I have to let go. And me being honest to the world every single day, this is me being honest in every single way. So I don't care no more. I don't want what a lot of the world offers. And I know sometimes that's a hard thing to do because it's like a test to see just how well you can pass it. And I feel like every day I'm taking the test for God, every single day. So I'm constantly going through this door and that door and branches and bushes. And I feel like I'm just constantly going through all these tests to see my strength, to build my strength, to know my worth, to know what I want, to know who I am. And it doesn't matter to me how people look at me, how people see me, whether they get something from me or don't get something from me. But they have a choice. And that's, I can't control other people's thoughts and feelings. I can only control my actions. So yes, sometimes yes, God continuously remind me that yes, you in this situation because of you, but I also want you to be in a situation because you have to. You need to know how it feels. But I'm gonna make sure you stay on track. So I'll put you in situations where you're constantly around the things you really want for you, that you need for you, that you deserve for you, that you're worth having. Because I live in you and I just want you to take care of the temple and the body that I gave you to show that your appreciation. And that's all he wants from us. So I'm not on here to be no preacher. I'm just on here to speak. That's it. Communicate. That's what our throat chakras are, to communicate. Our pineal glands, our third eye is to have the wisdom and knowledge and intuitions. The heart chakra is because I love you guys and I want you to know more. I wear shirts like this to remind myself of everything I need to do, to be around all the time. I learned that I'm a free spirit person. I don't need to have a man or anybody in my life. Yes, it's nice to have one, especially if you connect, whether it be a man or a girl, it doesn't matter. As long as you connect, and that's all that matters. But I also make sure I remind myself that I stay strong and supportive and kind to myself and all those things to make sure my solar and everything confidence to stay balanced. And in order for everything to stay balanced, to continue to be spiritually connected as your crown, the protector, the universe, you have to start with your root chakra. Make sure you are at peace. Make sure you feel safe. Make sure you feel good. Making sure you doing everything you need to do for your root chakra to stay grounded. You are the person that has to bring safe, peace, all the things that you look for in other people. You have to find it in yourself. You have to find it because everything, how our systems work, is crazy because God controls all of it. Every single thing in your body. No one can control that. No one has that. No one has the ability. You have the ability to do anything you want, any choices you make, even if that means risking your life for whatever you believe in. But at the end of the day, your life is eternal. It will go on and on and on. And that's the thing that they try so hard to try to figure out. And it's the space that's around you. That's going to live on. It goes nowhere. So I make sure my root chakra always try to stay safe and protected and guarded the same way I meditate. I look for my meditation as that safe place, that place where I don't feel lonely. I need meditation. I meditate throughout the day. I don't care where I'm at or how I am. I just meditate because that's how I connect. And that's the thing that they want to take from people like us. For what? Why? This world is big enough for everyone to live in. However everyone want to live. Why do it matter if I don't live the way you want me to live? I'm not controlling how you live. I'm not already bothering you. I'm minding my own business. I'm not doing nothing. And so what if I want to live in the forest or the jungle or the trees, where the trees is at? So what if I want to live in the woods? So what if I want to be near water? So what if I want to do all these? I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not even near you anymore. I kind of really, that's why I choose to live off the grid. That's why people live off the grid. But it's like it keeps us in this little teeny bubble that just makes it hard for us to And no one can control that but you. And I know it's scary, it's difficult, it's hard to hear people say and talk about and stuff like that because we don't want to face the reality because we in fear and we're scared. I guess that's just what life is. I don't know. I don't know no other place to be or person to be if I don't be this person standing up for their actual self and people. Like, yeah, we all know that's how it's supposed to be, but do we actually do it? No, most of us don't. Most of us scared. I'm not afraid. I don't want to. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to stop helping people. I wouldn't want to leave this earth just because I want attention. No, it's because I genuinely love it. Who want to put themselves through that change? When I'm trying to say violence should stop. That's the purpose. Violence should just stop. Why do it have to exist? In some countries, it don't even exist. They don't even have that stuff over there because they choose to not live the right way. If they gotta exist on this world, we might as well. What is life if you can't live it? What's the point of it? Why should I have to tell you how my life should look like? I don't want that. I don't want that. I didn't raise my hand to that. When I was born into this world, I didn't have a choice until I started figuring out this craziness. And it's like, what? Please, this can't be where I gotta exist at. So rather than take my life, I'm gonna go through all this stuff that he needs me to do, stuff that I want to do because he served us and helped me for a very, very long time. He brought me to where I'm at right now. And I want to be here to be on here talking, knowing I'm probably going to get crucified like he did for speaking the word, speaking what it is, speaking how it's supposed to be. So, yes, I do hope people share this video. I do hope it goes viral. I do hope that people wake up. I do hope people listen to the whole video and understand, or at least feel me, feel my energy. I cried on here. I tell y'all all the time from the beginning of my story where I came from to my middle to my end. Maybe I won't show all the in between things because it's not time for me yet. Well, it's probably never going to be time for me because I understand and try to respect that everyone's journey is everyone's journey. And I just want to learn to just love because that's what makes the world go around is love. Not the love that you feel, oh, I love you. Oh, you messed up. Oh, you ain't love me. No, not that kind of love. That either way, I still love you. We still gonna be cool. We still okay. I'm not gonna treat you any different than I was treating you already, unless I already was treating you like crap. And that's probably why we're not together anymore. So yeah, I can do pretty much anything. I can put anything I put my mind to, any fears I want to face, anything because we are in control of our thoughts. We can program ourselves to do whatever. And I constantly love tapping into those abilities all the time because I'm always learning something different about myself. I'm always learning, like, oh my God, I always had that. I just had to keep doing what I needed to do to make sure I stayed there and that it continued to be at a higher vibration. I look forward to taking sleeps at night. I'm not working on hard to miss my sleeps at night because the sleeps I get always keep me connected. They always take me to an astral type of universe to see beyond, like the beyond the universe. And I know that's hard for people to believe or see or understand, but it do exist. You have to make your own reality. We live, yes, we are living in this real world. Everything is real. It is what it is. But how you make it illusion or see it differently the way you need to have your own reality of what you want yourself to look like. And it's going to still look like a lot of struggles and a lot of this and that, but at least you're going through those struggles and you're going through those things for the right reason, for the right person, for the right thing, for the right everything, whatever, however you want to call it, and not just some person. No, you don't want that. You don't want to give nobody that power and control over you. You don't. And no matter how hard it's going to be, how hard it's going to look, every day I'm telling myself what I'm going to do next, what I got to do next. And sometimes I'm not telling myself that. No, I'm not going to do nothing today. I'm just going to sit however it needs to look like. Even if it look like me healing, still learning things I need to learn, understanding knowledge, listening to him talk to me, whatever. If that means that means, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. And that's why no one probably should be in my circle, because if I want to be lazy all day, I should be able to without pressure. That's all you're gonna do all day? Yup. Why? Am I bothering somebody? Like, did I do something wrong? Like, why? What's wrong? Are you mad at me because you can't just do this? I respect what you're doing over there, and that's fine. But the same way you want me to respect what you're doing, respect what I'm doing too. I'm just sitting with God. That's my job. I'm supposed to today sit here with him and just listen to what he wants me to do. So I don't keep fucking up shit. So I don't keep messing up things or getting myself in situations that I can't get out of, or just all these things. I'm trying to sit over here so I don't continue to keep making the same habits that I keep making. Trying to do things differently. And no, people don't respect that. Sometimes that may hurt other people along the way. But just like it's my journey, that's your journey over there. And no, I'm not intentionally coming to mess it up, but we both on different journeys. It just happens that way. It's God teaching us what we need to learn. Is we learning from it or we understanding it. It's never my intention to ever wake up every day and say, "Oh, I'm just going to mess up somebody today." Let me minimize. No, I don't do that. It's just something I have to learn, that I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm understanding. This is how I'm teaching myself. This is how God is teaching me. This is how, and this is, even though sometimes, no, I'm never a person that's going to ever sit there and just say, I don't care about that. Oh, well, no, I don't. But it's like to that person, it's like I'm saying it, but I'm not. I'm really not. I'm just sorry, that my trauma and your trauma is clashing. And at that point, we separate because there's nothing no one can do about it but to separate. But if you are connected, then you figure it out. You figure it out. Or you try to figure out ways to connect. Find ways to, all right, that do make a little sense. All right, we're going to try it that way. Or whatever. Know that things happen. Now, how do we move past it? How do we forgive? How do we move forward? That's the question. And people don't understand it. That's just how life is. The life we live in, that's how it is. The foods we ate, that's what happened. The way we was conceived, that the mess, It's just always all these reasons why our life go the way it goes. But it's at no one's fault. It's just the world we was born into. This goes from to centuries and decades, and it goes on forever and ever and ever. And that's the point I'm trying to make. You have a choice of whether you want to stop that. I don't know. I'm gonna stop what's going to happen today, because after this goes out, I don't know. I don't know who it reaches, who don't reach. It may not reach. I don't know. But I know I served him, and I know I did something he needed me to do. Whether he allows me to do what he needs to do or don't. I respect that. I understand it. Right now, my sources of income is like, yes, I hope I do good on YouTube. I do. That's about the only platform I really can express myself and hope that I'm helping others. I'm hoping that it get through to other people. Know that you have a choice. You just have to trust the process. And I make all my videos based around stuff like that. My experiences, things I've been through, things I understand, things I get. I wish I could share every single part of my life, but then there'd be a movie that just kind of went over the film. So I gotta send y'all little pieces of my life, because he's still working with me. And then there's some things he just don't need me to show you guys, and it needs to stay in private between me and him. And this is how he wants me to talk to you guys. So every chance I come on here, I want to always be honest with you guys and tell you how my day was, or how I'm feeling, or maybe you'll hear it, or maybe you'll see it, or maybe you won't. So I'm trying to get better with it every single day. And right now, where I'm at, to be honest with you guys, is constantly always reminding myself to just be, to sit and be, allow myself whatever hurt and pain I'm going through, allow myself to heal, allow myself to understand, allow myself to see. All them senses he give us, I'm allowing myself all that. Allowing myself to be in certain situations, even if I know I'm not supposed to be in it, to be in it because I'm there for a reason, to learn from it. So I get to a point that I know that I'm not supposed to be in it. And that's hard and it's hurtful. And I keep telling myself, maybe I really need to just pick myself and move myself to a different situation. So I could continue to stay within that healing process. But then God tells me something different, and I'm always going to listen to what He tells me, even if I feel like this is going to do this to me and that to me, and I don't know if I'm supposed to go through this and that. And it's like always a question because that needs an answer. Why? Why do it need an answer? Just because you feel like it needs an answer? And that's where the patience come in at. So I'm constantly listening to Him. You know, I do know that I want to be happy. I want abundance. I want laughter. I want happiness. I want to know that that's what life is supposed to feel like. It's not supposed to feel like pain and pleasure and all these things that men make you feel like that's what you're supposed to, unless it's genuine, unless you both are connected in that way completely. I don't even care if a person threw their hands and said, I want to do any and everything and I'm going to prove you any and everything to connect with you that way. Just don't try so hard because if you're going to do it, it's going to be natural either way. And it's okay that we learn each other every day. It's okay. But it's also okay to be alone too. Because when we leave, we're going to be alone. What's the point of going through all that when we're going to be alone? So yes, continue to be the person you need to be while you are here and connect in that way. But also know that you can't own this world by yourself and you probably will leave. I'm gonna give you a twin or three triplets, whatever. You still came in by yourself. So I don't know. This is me. You know, whoever hears it, like I said, share the videos. You can communicate with me anytime. You know, someone chatted me the other day and he seemed like he said a lot of pretty things in my life, but I didn't even get a chance to see it because I don't even know what it said. It seemed like what I seen, some parts it seemed pretty good, but you know, now I don't get to see that. So please make sure you watch my videos and comment, go back, share other videos, see other videos, whatever, support, make my subscribers go up, you know, all that good stuff, you know, and I appreciate you guys for getting me as far as I got. And I trust that God will make sure I continue to prosper and do good and spread good things and understand Him. And whatever is not for me won't be for me. And I have to respect that too and keep doing what I have to do. So thank you guys for watching my videos. And I will talk to you next time. Enjoy your day. Be safe out there. And remember everything I said in this video. It's genuine. And we'll see what happens. I know if you don't see me, it's for a reason. But I will always try to check in with you guys. Okay? And if I don't for a while, then you know. But goodbye.